Hey, Mavin. Alright, we tried the map. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching. No, I'm kidding. uh, where's the guy at? Where's the knock at? You better show up, cause I don't get it. I need to remember what I was supposed to get. Um, there was some hints around. Makes it teach the gnomes how not to sacrifice themselves. The gnomes? I don't get that. Mm, that this outside, yeah. I mean, we know about that. Hide from all the demonic evils, more smallly, something, something. Something, something, something. Hmm. 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 So, something about acquiring this number of gold. That was one hit that he gave us. And I think that was like after some of the initial stuff or something. I think as it stands right now, we kind of have like we're kind of close to that. So it's 12 fast. Yeah, fuck you, little man. Alright, so these guys also had some benefits, if I remember correctly. Um, but I need like I actually have like zero motivation to be doing this math. I if I'm being completely, utterly, brutally honest, I have no motivation to doing this. It's like this is just something where like I kind of just want to know the answer and be like, oh, and move on my way. Trying to solve math problems. Can you hear the point sound? Wait, what? You can't? Really? It's coming through on my end. I think I had that issue. I am hearing them, by the way, so that's a thing. Is it not, yeah, the 1600 something? Why is it not taking the sound in? I must have done something wrong with this. It says this one, two. That's a video. And that's the. Do I have two? Why do I have two? Now that's my camera. That's the thing. The sound alerts is here, and I can hear them. But you guys can't? Why? Why can you not do that? So sound recording is here. Now what else would need to be recognized? Um, why do I have two of these? That's a little weird. That's a screen. That's the video screen. Why do I have two of these? Let's remove that. Okay, we have two of these. So why do the sounds not go through? What? What is going on here? Oh, I just went with a black screen, then you can't hear me. Hey Chloe. Chloe's making sounds, but not the sounds we want. So I can't get external sounds in here, which is weird. Um, it's only getting my microphone, and then it's like the screen, which should still work. Can you send another thing? I don't want to fix this today, okay? I will figure this out. I can hear it myself, but the fact it's not coming on screen is just weird. Alright, so let's try and figure out this thing first. I still don't have enough money. So much going back and forward with this shit. Mm, 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 mm. I think that one just barely does it. There was the oh, actually I went with the orcs. So the orcs don't even give the best roll in that. That might have been why I got a little bit of cursed numbers with that. Still kind of curious about how you're supposed to deal with the other dwellings. Or maybe that's not even what you're supposed to be doing. So we're gonna just focus on solving one problem at a time. Mm. So was it level 3 where it started to not give any more gold? I think... No, level 4. I think I need to look that up again. Mm. Mm. I mean, you can definitely give some hints because I don't think we're gonna get very far without them. Usually I don't want hints for anything, but this might be a thing where I'm like, yeah, we probably should get some hints. So the Golem Factory is not doing shit. Oh yeah, I already picked that one up. I think I just got confused about this. So, about that, so now we have X money. So let's say we were to do that. How much gold would that allow us to get? At 15,000. Which means we are a little bit short on the money. That was the ogres, but did the ogres 1200? 1500? 1500? So there's still a little bit of money to be had here from the level 4. The vivens haven't been picked up. We're not missing one here? Guess it's the gorgons, but that one... Basilisk. That's the one. So that's 1300. 1525. There's 1600, so it's a little bit more. Mm. The fact that you can upgrade 8 McCooks for 100 gold doesn't seem weird to you? Oh, God. Is it? Oh. Now I'm starting to understand. It's really that kind of stupidity? So that's 90. Oh, math. 88. So I'll save 2 goals by doing them individually. Oh my God. No way. That's stupid. Oh no. Really? That means I probably have to restart the map again, don't I? Ah, God damn it, Chloe. Oh, I don't even want to. So where did we start to, so does that happen on everything? So it must be like an even number. Even here, like the numbers start to be kind of weird. So how does it calculate this? 112. So that's 12 each. It seems like it's a little bit cheaper, right? I need a fucking calculator for this. I don't have one. I have one on my cell phone. This is which my chat is on, which is bad. But I mean, yeah, that's a little bit cheaper, right? It's such an uneven number that I don't even know. Ugh. Um, let's consider this a little bit more. Like, how does it calculate in the variables? So 63, that's like one there. So it might not even be that it needs to be in a sequence. So it rounds up here. That's like a one differentiate between there. The problem is it like rounds up between them. So it seems like if I have 333. Alright, let's just do this for a second. So it's 9 times 12. That's 108. It's like a 4 goal save, which is like barely anything. But like, what if we have 3 of these? Which is 37. 37 times 3 is 111. Okay, 111. 12 times 9 is 108. So it actually scales up by the twos, or is it threes? Is where the price tag starts to kind of get escalated. So obviously selling them by the onesies is where we get the most amount of profit, although barely anything. I'm just curious to see how this actually scales. If there's some way to circumvent this. Um, so by the fourth we get that, which is 50, which would lead us to 112. So it almost consistently scales with that. Let me see. So that's 50, 112. And when we got the 25, the 20, wait, no, 25 times math. Wait, can I do math? No. No, so that would be 100 with 112. 112. Yeah, so it does seem like selling them by the onesies is the highest. There doesn't seem to be anything in between there. Alright. Alright. But that probably means I need to go That makes me curious about stuff. So, in the trade guilds here, we obviously get a straight up price no matter what. So that never changes any form. So in here we have all of that. That also means I probably needed, well, the tier 1 units required no price tag, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I paid for them, right? Hmm. Hmm. Rounding errors. Hmm. There wasn't. There was no price for that, and the skeletons were the highest, right? If this is gonna be like super anal about the prices, that kind of makes me worried. So now I don't think the tier 1 has any errors because like obviously we're going to buy the units and it doesn't matter how many we're buying because they're always going to be bought at the lowest tier. And so we upgraded them for free. So unless I don't end up on that number, it won't really matter. I'm curious if I might have made some mistakes up until this point. So did we make any mistakes? That's the question. We had the skeletons here. We made as many of those as we could. But I probably already fucked up at this point if I'm starting to. I should go back to the point where we haven't done anything. At least the. Okay, so we haven't bought. I still need to buy all of these. Did I have it here? I have him. Um. So I probably didn't make any arrows here. God damn it. Yeah. Probably. Mm, mm. I mean, yeah, it doesn't. Since it doesn't go into zero digits on any of this, it has to round up or down. So that's obviously what's happening. A way to counterbalance that in terms of not being exploitative would if they rounded up, because then it would always be better for you to to upgrade them in pairs rather than in onesies. Then again, I don't think anyone even remotely cares about doing this. I can't even. Okay, maybe at the end of. I can't imagine this actually being like a viable strat for anything. Although I might be wrong. What would you actually do with this kind of knowledge? Because it's such small digits. I'm certain if you have like a lot, but the time management of doing that would be so ridiculous. But I mean, I guess you could probably do it. All right. Anyways, that's beside the point. Let's just consider. So we have the halberdiers, and I still don't know. I mean, we get the maximum. Yeah, it's still just. I think it's still just better to get gold out of these, but I don't know. That leads us. I think it's probably fine. All right, so let's take a look. Um, so we get that at that price. It's 100. Wow, that's such incredibly small amounts of money. Hmm. Eh. Do I want to quit? Yes. But how is that kind of small digits going to? It obviously is going to give us more gold. Oh, dude, this is probably the most unintuitive thing I have to do. Like, how in the world am I actually going to remember to do this? Goes against every instinct that I have. Is to be like, oh, let's spread them out into individual stacks so we can get 2 gold pieces extra from them by upgrading. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. And then I'm going to misclick once and I'm not gonna have enough gold. That's what's gonna happen. God damn it. I hate it. I hate it. I really, really hate this. This is gross. This is giving me anxiety. I'm not noticing how much of a difference. I should have wrote down how much I had before so I can get some ideas. But it's like nothing. I don't even understand how this. Oh, it's gonna accumulate to something. But there's probably some other thing I need to know about in order to maximize the gold even more so later down the line. Map allows you to lose only 2 gold. Oh yeah, that seems completely reasonable. Need to fight off my better instincts. I wonder if some of the dwellings that you need to fight for, if we even need to be able to fight them, if that's just a distraction. Because if it's not a distraction, then I'm kind of worried about what. I'm kind of worried about like what kind of units I was supposed to keep. I did try and do some weirdness last time, but didn't really seem like it was intended. Seemed oddly random. Yeah, I feel like it's probably a distraction. Or maybe it's not. Hmm. Does that also calculate into the other drawings or whatever? Is there a calculation error between those? That would actually make all of the stacks sufficiently. That's gotta be another gimmick to it. That would be too silly if that's the only thing that this map plays on. It's gotta have some other layer of resource management. I already know that the price tag between some of the resources, in terms of what you can get from gold and weak creatures, that selling them to like a certain point kind of creates situations where it would be much better than with gold. But how that necessarily translates into everything else, I'm not sure. Hmm. Also, I still feel like I'm gonna run out of movement, but we'll see. I'm gonna do a random misclick between this, where I have like 2 or 3 zombies and I just forget about it. Mm, mm. So, did the fourth unit give stuff? I can't remember. I feel like it did. I'm not sure. No! See, I already did it! Fuck! I need to save like every fucking time. Oh my god, we're back to the McGooks. I need to save every fucking time I do this. This is actually fucking torture. Mm. Should not worry about moves. I do. You know, I like difficult stuff. I'm not sure if I like this. Hmm. Although hopefully we learn something from this, in which case it might be justifiable to suffer a little bit. So far this mechanic doesn't seem to be... How much was that? So that seemed to be an even number, so maybe not all of these units necessarily give a profit when you split them. So that's a little bit of a curious thing. Must be because it's those uneven numbers. Um, yeah, this one doesn't have that either. Why is that? Well, I guess it's just because it's an uneven number, so not all of them can be split for profit. Interesting. It has to be a unit that has an uneven number on the upgrading cost. So this one is uneven as well. 7. Hmm. Alright, so we got 7. No, that I think that's an uneven number. 7, 15, 105. No, that's the same here. Huh. Seemed like an uneven, but it's actually not. There must be some disable differences between it, which makes it even less effective. 300. Yeah. Ah, you know what? Don't do that yet. Just in case I need to do some memory. Oh, I didn't look. Oh my god. Fuck. I didn't look. My ADHD cannot handle this fucking shit. Mm, 18.6. Looks like an even number again. 6, 8. Math. 58. Okay, so that's just a small amount here. It almost doesn't round up to anything. It's so insignificant of like what you actually get. Hmm. I will definitely try and save a lot between all of this, so that I can reduce my existential dread of whatever the fuck I'm doing here. 25, 25, 25. Well, that's an even number, so no worries there. What about the golems? 777, 9, 7, 67. Wait, no, 63. So, definitely. I was wondering for a second if it there were times where it would round down between the numbers, but it seems like it's always rounding up after one. I wonder if that was a rule. I was curious if there would be some weird times where it might actually round downwards with more, but it seems like the one is always where it is at the lowest, which must be a weird math rule it's trying to apply. Because I would imagine that there's a lot of other situations in math where you would be able to squeeze it in between like a third or something to get like the least amount of inaccuracy. But who fucking knows? 70, 70, 70, 70. That should be 300. Yes. Mm. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. And we got 7, 12. I have. I don't know why I keep questioning it. I have a feeling that one of these days it's going to be off, but it seems like it's consistently always going to be at the best price tag on one, which my paranoid brain is like going to be like, oh, but what if there's this one time where it makes an exception? And so far it hasn't, but I'm still looking for that moment. Because I don't trust math. And I don't trust anyone who does math. Mm, mm. 15, 15, 15. 15, 15, 15. La, la. What is that? Well, okay, I think. Mm, okay, you don't trust you? I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone. Not even me. Especially not me. Who would trust me? Only an insane person would trust me. Mm. Well, okay, when in doubt, I'm gonna choose to trust that math formula for now. And I don't know if that's going to end up being a mistake, but it seemed like it was doing its thing. We'll trust it for now. We'll see about later. Mm, 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 mm. La da 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 da. So this one's kind of lacking the golem, which which makes me mad. You know, I can probably also just press that button, can't I? Instead of doing that manually. Mm. Alright, let's see. Hmm, what do we end up with now? 1500. Oddly close. I feel like we're lacking 1,000 from somewhere. Hmm, okay. Isn't this map fun, Halo? Yeah, it's so fun! Oh my god, I just wish I could do this map every day! Well, that is definitely not right. Also, I don't think these golems are like, going to add much, are they? Because their numbers are kind of... Well, actually, maybe these golems here would, potentially add more value. No, I think these are oddly even. So, this is 50, 150, 25. What? Why can't I do that math? That should be easy. 25. Okay, math. Okay, so it's 30. That means it's 150. It is exactly the same. Okay, so there's no real point in doing that. Okay. I probably still get money for doing that. Okay, so we need a little bit more gold from something. And we know that after tier 4, we don't really get that much more gold from anything. I feel like the golems is probably the one place where 50. So this is these guys 120. So it's like a little bit of gold that could be acquired from that. The question is if we could afford to lose. You know, if I actually don't know if the hobbies could have done that. The hobbies might have been able to do it. I don't remember if I ever tried that way. I would have to kite forever. Didn't I try to battle out and I forgot about it? I don't remember. Probably. Mm, it would give a little bit of gold if we could win over the Skullums, but I need like 1,000 more. So let's try and see if we can look into doing something else. Getting wood, I sincerely doubt would actually be like a good investment in terms of profit. But then the question becomes, maybe it's not wood we need. Guess we do get the other resources, which are a lot more precious. These give 250 versus 100 on that. So the math here is a little weird. We get one each 4, but this is one each 7. So the math formula here should potentially be a little bit more advantageous if we do that. Although that doesn't actually give us more gold. It does give more gold than that, but not mm, seems like you missed not features, but you also made mistakes. What mistakes? Mm, I feel like if a mistake was made, it might have been in the early game. Maybe I did some miscalculation on the. Maybe I did some miscalculation on what you were supposed to do with the starting dwellings. Like I upgraded and sold off the ones that gave the most profit here, but I also turned some of them into skeletons, which I think is the right choice. Since you haven't complained about the numbers of skeletons that I have, that is probably not the case. Hey, Andre. Am I missing a dwelling that hasn't been taken care of? Then do I start to give us minus profits, so that's not a good thing. Golem factors. The golem factor would give us like 300 more gold, so that's not quite it. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Mm, what would we make a mistake over? Did I split it too soon? Did I sell them too quickly? Did I meme about something too quickly? I think we did the dendroids before, and that's kind of like where we started to lose money, even if we won. Hmm. Try to restart and reconsider everything. I don't like that sound. I actually hate that sound. Mm, mm. Alright, so I think out of all of these troops right here, like I would probably turn them all into skeletons, but that might be wrong. Um, well, I need to consider because skeletons can't be turned into anything. So, skeletons sell from a maximum price of 70. So, mm, 70, and then everything else here is something else. So, that's a no go. That's a no go. That's a no go. The gnolls don't need to be converted. That doesn't mean anything. Um, yeah, all of these are like they should all be converted into skeletons because there's no value in them being anything but that. Mm, mm, mm. So I think where started to be some variations. Mm, where it cost 70. Yeah, they give the most. So pikeman's a little bit expensive. We haven't made any money yet. We need to sell. If we're selling all for gold, I guess there's not really a point in me keeping this. The question is just, well, they it's profitable to buy every troop. And I believe the pikemen. Mm, God, I hate this. Mm, believe the pikemen is probably one of the few units that's actually pikemen and the centaurs are one of the few units that are actually worth getting not turning into a skeleton. So let's make that 2. Let's convert that just to compare. So you get 5 more from that. None of these matter. Centaurs get decent chunk. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone but the pikemen. So pikemen and centaurs we turn into skeletons. And then I think wait, was the ghouls worth it? No, I think there was 65 as well, so they don't matter. Hmm. Hmm. Um, I wish there was a way for me to have 0 units, so I can like split them up quicker. So I think we did everything we pick. Actually, I haven't picked up the pikemen. Hmm. Hmm. I think this is accurate. Now we have 12,000. That looks so close to the goal, but we haven't really. That means we didn't really make that much money off of what we did before. God, that is so fucking annoying to have to do it that way. Can I? Isn't there some way I can get that thing off without doing that? That would be so good. We didn't have to do that. Hmm. There's no way to go about that, is there? There will always be like one there. In which case I have to split them individually, which fucking sucks. 1400. I don't trust this. There should be a button to just move them all to be sacrificed. This is annoying. Mm. That's icky. Oh god. Mm. Mm. No! Oh, fuck. Fuck! I'm gonna save the last time. Fuck! It might actually have been fine. It might actually have been fine. And I'm like overreacting. Because some of the ideas are like, I don't know. I can't do this. Mm. 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 I'm not doing this again. Mm. Making money through speculation. Mm. Um. Did I leave that vampire lord last time? I might have done that. I wonder if I actually made any arrows and I just forgot there was some dwelling that I hadn't picked up on. Curious. Bum bum bum. Well, I left the, Wait, did I actually do that? No, I haven't picked that one up yet. Could honestly have just been some dwelling that I didn't pick up on. Oh! Hmm. Why did I not look to check that one? Okay, we're closer. Okay, but something is clearly missing. Um, did I pick up on the vampires? Did I not? And here's mistake, but that cost 2 gold. Don't do more. That was a mistake? What mistake did I do? I don't know. A whole 2 gold! Have I picked elements? I don't know. We don't have water walk. What elements? Was I supposed to fight here? Was this something I was supposed to fight? I don't know. Could you kill that? Actually, no secret stuff. Yeah, if I got in hobbies, I could probably have bought, yeah. Hobbies, I could have kited that forever, so it probably would have made a difference. Uh, these are level 4, so I don't know how much that's actually going to count in. That gave a little bit. Just 4 elements. It's level 4, right? So it should still give gold profit, even if only a little bit. I mean, yeah. The thing is that it's just earth elements. Like we could just kite that forever with hobby hacks. I don't think that matters. That could be illustrated really fucking quickly. I think I even have a save. Because elements are really fucking slow. Um, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I did that last time as well when I got stuck. Let's see. Yeah, like we have a good spot here. It would take a while, but definitely doable. You just lay them around. Yeah, this is not a problem. Might be a different combination of would be a little bit easier, but oh god, now I don't know which save I was actually on. Shit, did I save in between some stuff? Oh, this is a different save file. So here, so I got like yeah, I got like 40 no 60 gold actually from doing that. So that was not that bad of a deal. Hmm. I think it's the golems as well. But I actually don't know how you would beat that. Would the hobbies be able to do that as well? Because the golems give a little bit of gold as well. So the question is, this one might be a little bit more trickier. Uh, is this supposed to be doable? I think I struggled to do this one the last time as well. And I think it's possible, but extremely unlikely that you actually be able to pull this off. I wonder if there's some other combination of that that might be making it doable. Um, but you know what would probably make that doable? Um, like say instead of doing all of this stuff, we could have mm, God, why do I not have a save in between that? That's super fucking obnoxious. Um, buying any kind of like artifacts would have sucked. What if instead of all of this I had like gone? I think, yeah, that's a fast one. Is the hobby really fast though? I think it would probably not have a lot of aggro to it. So how quick are you in comparison to that? That's a 9 as well, so the pixie wouldn't matter. But the question would be, gremlins could be here as well. Would the archers actually be strong enough is the question. There's some other archers here as well that could eventually shoot. But I think like the more of these troops we would end up getting, plus we wouldn't even necessarily have that much. See, I don't even remember what a cheat is right now. Anyways, let's just consider with like what we had here. Hmm. This is really not a lot of damage though. Um, Ah, that this would never work. Um, Interesting idea though. Hmm. And feature you miss only give you feature that you miss only give you 19 gold. What feature? Mm, the gnome's not sacrificial. Lacking 500 gold. Vampires are not quicker. And you can't suck any life out of those. So even if you wanted to, that would never actually be anything. Devils could, with too much gold, would never work. The Hydras could be defeated, but there's no point in doing that. Let's just consider, before I consider that, let's just consider what this would actually mean. If, say I managed to defeat this, I don't even think that would be enough, mind you. And these guys don't have uneven enough. But yeah, let's just say I managed to do that. And I got the golems. Uh, Honestly feel like that's not even enough to reach that threshold. Actually, it's a lot closer than I thought. Um, so, hmm. Can you answer me this? Are you supposed to win over this golem factory? Because that would be kind of nice to know. A 12 goal, I don't know what that. You're supposed to win over the golem factory? Why do I not get what, Why do I not get that? Is this some other archer thing? Are you supposed to kite them infinitely? What unit would you actually use for that? That seems like a really stupidly difficult battle to do. Unless, of course, you're just supposed to sacrifice. Maybe you were just supposed to have that big skeleton stack and and sacrifice some units or get someone to do the blunt, but that would seem like a little bit weird. Which would also, if you sacrifice something, you lose gold, which you can't really afford. I don't. Wait. Well, I don't really care about how that battle's supposed to be defeated. That's not the point of the map. So that still leaves us off by a little bit of gold. Not a lot, but a little bit. Um, 400 gold. You have no right to lose gold in battles, of course. Okay, so some sort of weird gimmick. I'm certain I could think of something, but I don't want to. No, I didn't do shit. Probably just go with a big ball of skeletons. Maybe I didn't think that one through completely. I guess maybe it would have been possible to Instead of selling up as many tier 1 units in the beginning, we could have sold off less and have a bigger ball of skeletons and I might be able to one-shot them? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm not going back to do that. So we're missing 400 gold, which almost just seems like it's another roll of a dwelling. Let's just go over. So we've taken that. We've taken that. Taken that. Got fodder, fodder. The elements. 1600. Mm. Oh, actually, I forgot the water element. That's probably it. Mm. That seems a little bit off. We're missing just the slightest of bit. This is doing taxes in Neo's free form. So, so we're liking, what is that, 16? That's 16, 33, 40, 43 gold. You talked about a 12 that was missing as a feature, and apparently I made a 2 gold error on something. But like, I am at 43 deficit, which means I probably made more than a few mistakes on some of this. 19? What are you saying 19? Wait, no, it's not even that. It's actually more because I'm not. It's 143 that I'm off by. 143. If my math is correct, which it probably isn't. All right, let's just go over this again. So we got all of that. Let's see. Oh, I saw a skeleton! I saw a skeleton! Oh my god, I missed a skeleton. Okay. Okay, let's see. Getting so overly excited about a skeleton. Okay, let's close again. 13. 13. So the 12 gold, which means I'm only. If I got the 12, I'm only on like a 1 deficit. Alright, let's see. Let's just look over here again. Okay, so taking that. I don't know. So some sort of feature, and you said it was about the other tier 1s? Let's see. What are you saying? What do you... Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so there's one thing. Feature you missed. The feature that you miss only give you... What? You mean they only get... The feature is very close to the next thing you did with the tier 1 units. And the thing we did with the tier units was to make them into skeletons. Somewhere by mistake and a feature. What is this? This is 23. I wonder if we just did it in the beginning. Is that what we did? Okay, I'm not gonna go back and redo all of that. So what was the feature that I was supposed to be doing? I don't know what the feature would be that I am supposed to be doing. Oh, I ran out of movement! Yeah, I get it's a skeleton transformator, but like, what did I do wrong? What could I possibly have done wrong? We calculated which units gave us the highest amount of profits, so and they're all free at tier 1. So it's like it's completely senseless to do. You just mistakenly lost for, and there's another mistakenly lost for gold, and there's another transformation you do. Oh, I don't get it. We transformed all those who would be the best. So why would we do anything but that? There's none of the other ones that would benefit from being turned into skeletons. Like all the other tier 1 units got turned into skeletons, except for the pikemen and the centaurs. The dwarves, uh, why would we turn the dwarves into that? They cost 120. There's no value in turning them into that. And the Gargs are obviously also too expensive for that. Every imp and other ones got turned into something. What about transforming into skeletons? Something else? Uh, so what is it? The resources? Like that was another thing that I was initially like speculating into was when or when not like certain units have like a value when it comes to the resources, but like it seems like that's not the case. Like it's still like a money value that like sure we have a bunch of that, but turning that into skeleton doesn't give us more or less resources. Like those two units have the same value on that. So and the number like this is still like more beneficial. So maybe it's maybe let me check that real quick just so I can put that out of the way. We have that, no, not that. Alright, let's say that. So we go these guys. Upgrade that. $1,050. Two, which wouldn't give me shit. Uh, two, that would only give me 250. That one is a little bit less expensive. And it still only gives us two. That's two. That's 500. It's 1200. Mm, 'cause this is probably also calculating Hydras at the Dragon Skeleton. Well, that would only create green dragons. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I wonder. I feel like bone dragons. That that is actually an interesting idea. But I feel like bone dragons and hydras are probably the same kind of money. But I was honestly thinking about that. That might be an exploit if he hasn't thought about the potential to kill those. Let's actually just compare that. Um, how much is that? No, the hydras is I think they're actually more expensive. Um, I think. Yeah, the hydras are actually more expensive than the bone dragons. Bone dragons are really inexpensive. He did think about it. Let's do that. But that doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just look at this again. Um, so I think the centaurs are actually the ones with the highest value. They also get more gold, so I don't know how that would necessarily transfer. That's 2500, and with this we get, yeah, it's like 1,000. So that's only 1,000, which is barely worth the effort. So this produces 9, 2,500. So 9. Yeah, that is definitely not it. Whatever the fuck that is not it. Mm, um, think about resources. Well, I mean, I need to think about something because what you're saying doesn't make any sense. So something else needs to be trans transformed into something else in the beginning that results in a slight bit of gold more than what we had. What did I just save here? Was that before? Mm, it's 14. Okay, what could be translated into what? What kind of transformation do you know in Heroes? Oh, it's only the fucking skeleton transformator. So I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to mean by that. Mm. There was some talk about gnomes, which I did not understand. The grumlings. I don't know gnomes in this game, unless the dwarves are supposed to be that. I thought the grumlings might be referred to with that, but I don't know what the fuck that is supposed to mean either. These guys don't get transferred into... Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, is it pit lords? I actually thought about pit lords, and then I didn't really know about that. But that thing tends to have really bad rolls on everything. Like that tends to be a little bit of everything. So what were you supposed to get out of that? Hmm. Pit lord would be expensive though to upgrade, so I don't really know how that would work. Demons? Pit lord would be really expensive though. Like we would end up using a lot. That's 600 to upgrade that. It's 2100. Which means that in actually that gives the same price. Oh, they do actually get 100% cash back. But why would that give us more? And what unit would we need to use that on? Everything? That can't be everything. That would destroy the whole point of doing the whole thing you've been doing. So what exactly would we need to roll on? I don't even understand. I don't actually understand the pit lord mechanic that much. Oh, that might actually explain how you're supposed to do the golem battle, because when you go in and get a unit killed and you summon the demons, although I feel like the demons would die, so that would be a little bit rough. But what exactly would I need to look up on the pit lord. What does that mean? Does it round up and down on something? Why is there listed there? Man, Pete. Alright, let's just look. How does it calculate this? Because I thought it would always calculate down or be very precise. Okay. Blah blah blah. Each lot can summon to worth each spell comes to 50 health point worth of demons. Because then I have 100 health, that means that can summon exactly 10 demons. How does the total health in this way cannot exceed the total health of the dead stack, nor the demon accident track. In other words, the dead stack must have at least the dead stack must have at least 35 points in order to be summoned to work. Second one cannot be second four will summon. Okay. So let's just consider this for a second. Let's consider this for a second. Okay. Um. 12 similar numbers and health on that. Hmm. Uh, 250. Hmm. Skeletons cannot. The skeletons cannot be summoned any pit lords from. So what we then end up with, I still need to calculate. Okay, so why game? All right. So one pit lord is 270, and four halberdiers is Jesus. Someone raid us? Hey, trash phone. Thank you for the raid. Alright, so that's 300. So I actually get less gold if I were to do the demon summon. But that is on an uneven number. So, so we have 14 of these. Which, ugh, may. Alright, I need to do math, God damn it. This is a terrible stream to be rating right now. This is what we're doing is not fun, okay? This is not fun. This is math, and I hate it. All right, so so they cap out on 35 on each unit. We get three of them. It doesn't we can get any amount of that. So that's uh okay. So we have 14 of these. Uh, okay. So to get the maximum quantity, this is 75. This would be 35, 60, 95, which would never go into this. But just two of these would be 70, and this is 70 right here. So we would get, what, wait, am I calculating this correct? Okay, so that deck must have at least 35 point or something to work. So it actually goes. Oh yeah, it's because they're upgraded. That's confusing with me. So do they actually have that? Yeah, they have 35 unupgraded. So okay, all right. So yeah, that's actually not. That's still not a fair comparison because they don't. We still have to pay to get them upgraded. So how does this math even work? So it's 15 for that. Okay, so that's nothing. Anyways, let's just look at this real quick. So 7 of these is well, that would be in the full stack value. So I pay 15 for that. That's 30. 30. We got 2 of these demons. And we're gonna pay 30 for that. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's look. So 70s is 525. We yes, we got 15 more gold. Wait, no. Did I calculate the in thing? 500. And this gives us 500. Uh, no, but I pay. Actually, I don't think this formula works because I pay for them to get upgraded. But then the question is, maybe they're not even worth upgrading. To get 250 on that. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. I thought I was so close to it, and then I'm not. Uh, Tax is my favorite. I hate it. So that doesn't work. That's not enough. Okay, I need to look. What are you guys saying? Blah 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 blah. You have to get a specific amount. Okay, so something here doesn't add. It's always worth the upgrade. You pay 15 to get 20. Yeah, but it's not worth more than the halberdiers. Maybe I'm just not getting the math here. So we get 540 here, and we get right 540. That's 15. The problem is we're paying to upgrade them. So how does that work? We're paying 15 to upgrading, which means we actually end up losing 15 gold instead of gaining anything. That because this results in two demons. Two demons is 540, whereas these guys is 500, and we pay 15 to upgrade them each. That doesn't work. That's 30. That's more gold than I would get if I just sold off the. Maybe the math is not. The halberdiers is not the case. No! You are absolutely right. And. Oh, I know. I know. I already know it. Okay, so we're looking at the wrong unit. So different units are gonna have obviously different values. So the question is, what unit do we get a lot of that has enough health to justify making demons out of them instead? Um, so it might be the Gremling. Gremling doesn't. There's 16 Gremlings. 16 Gremlings. All right, let's just consider this a little bit. What do we have a lot of? We get a lot of pixies. But they don't have that much health. That's 20. That's 60. That's 60. Mm. Okay, so it's not the halberdiers and it's not the centaurs either. What could it then be? Well, it's not the skeletons because those can't get up. The the imps have 4. You have 4. So memes. Um. mm, Okay, so I think 15. It's an uneven number. Okay, let's just consider what might be the case. So, I think it might be the boys here. Would have to make money first without it, so that's a little bit of a meme. Okay, so I didn't do that right, but that's fine. Let's just say we did that. Hmm. Okay. Mm. But can turn every skin? Yes. Shouldn't, but you can find it by yourself. Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked into that already. I just needed to understand the thing. So the thing is, Trashborn is like, yeah, we get all of these different units, to begin with. The map, you start with, like, nothing. You have no gold. But basically, every one of these dwellings here gives you, some free units. And the thing is, you can get these free units, you can upgrade them in here for free, and now we're starting to get money. And then when we've done that, we can then start to buy units in towns that we can then upgrade for free and sell them at the slaves market. And then it's a question of like knowing which units have the highest value. So certain units you turn into skeletons and upgrade and get like more profit at the slave market. But things like the centaurs and the pikemen have higher value. After that, we get a good amount of gold, and then we'll start to buy the units from these dwellings. And what we learn is that when you're upgrading at the station will round down under certain circumstances. So if you split them into single digits, you'll actually get more or a better price at the hill fort, and so you'll save more money again. And so ultimately, we run through all of these shenanigans to get to a certain number, which I'm a little bit off right here. I'm missing 200 gold to actually no, it's 143. So I need to find 100 and 43 more gold that I kind of messed up in all these procedures. The ultimate goal is to get this right here. Mm, good old slavery shopping. True. So yeah, we need to get this amount of resources in order to win the map, and we have 1 day. That's the general gist of it. I need to get back to like what I'm doing here. Mm, number is correct. I'm sure of that. Sure of what? Um, let's look this over again. Mm, okay, we just do this because I'm just kind of testing right now. I might do a little bit of proof of concept, but that's whatever. Um, let's see. Mm, but yeah, let's see. So how teachers knows how not to sacrifice themselves. How not to sacrifice themselves. How not to sacrifice. So, hmm, smallies, demonic rituals. No difference on that. Hmm. Okay, so let's go back to the cutting board again. Well, I don't need that for that purpose. Alright, so Gremlings. I already sold that. How many was there actually in there? Fuck! 16. Okay, 16, 16, which means we get 32. Man, I can't do this by heart. I cannot. I can. Oh my god. Just F me. Mm, okay. I still love the other one, but I mean, the numbers are relatively similar. So I'd be able to kind of look between the deficit, I think, there. Did I remember not to sell it this time? I don't know if I did. Okay, I think I didn't. Okay, so 32. And then there's like the demon. Um, which in the 550 10, blah, 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 blah. Let's just get these two, yeah? And then we'll upgrade this and we'll start to calculate. Alright, so Gremlings 40. We need to hit like a number that actually makes sense. And so far, that does not make any sense. Uh, so that's 40. Uh, 22, 40, that's 62. That's uneven. 62. 62 just barely doesn't hit the threshold of demons. Really? It just barely doesn't. Have fun with the maths. Yeah, I am really enjoying this so much. It's so fun. All right, have a nice day, Trash. One of the cop goblins might have been better. They said the gnomes. I still don't know. There's no gnomes in this game. What gnomes are they? Something about the ritual. Okay, so that's 62. 62 does not go up in 70, which means I get a very odd number here, if that's supposed to be done. 62, which I guess if we wanted to, we could just sell off the west, or we could go for another number higher than that. So 62, 62. Um, mm, Gnome in Russian means dwarves? Really? Okay. That might be a thing. But I still don't think we need to do the dwarves. Wait, do we? Dwarves do have a lot of health, don't they? Yeah, they have 20. Maybe these guys don't actually have anything to do with that. Maybe I'm just getting blindsided by all of this. I was thinking about the dwarves, and then I kind of got blindsided on that. So, two of these would be enough. So if we have 18, we have 16. Which that math does not go up. Why did I sell my gnomes? Wait, how many? I had 32. Now dwarves are gnomes. Okay, let's just think for a second. So, two of these sell for 33. Yeah, I know. So much did those actually just cost me? I could also be selling for a price, which I don't know how much that actually would be. Alright. Let's try and do some things. So, let's see. 8 times. Well, I mean, I know that's 160. That's an even number. So digit that by the 35. Uh, bleh. So definitely one here is not going to make it. So that number is not good. Which means if I... How many would I get up in that? Okay, let's just try that again. So 140 digit 35. No. 140 digit 35. That's 4. Okay, so one would be left over there. Let's say we get 4. Um, so 4 of these, 15 cost to upgrade each, which means 30, that's 60 that I'm paying for that. So we get 1,800, 1,800, 1,080. That's minus the 60 on upgrade. That's 1,020 versus how much did this cost me to upgrade the dwarves? I didn't actually notice that. I really need to have a better save than this, because I keep returning to this one, and it's absolutely horrible. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Okay, 7. 1,800. No, 1,020. I forgot to check how much that cost to upgrade. Also, it'd probably be cheaper to do it like that. So that's uh math. Okay. So let's see. 7 times 7 is 49. 49. That means uh 1,001 versus, yeah, okay, there is a profit here. Uh one Wait, how much was that? It was like uh, okay, so and these guys were, there's a profit here. So minus with the 60, which was a 20. Why why is that being so weird? Or why am I being so weird? This is not a difficult one. It's just 19. So there's a 19 profit here? If I'm being correct? You sold the gnomes wrong. Yeah, I know I sold them wrong. I should have sold them individually. But that's besides the point. So there's a 19th profit on the gnomes right here. Is that all we needed? Um, because you mentioned those 19 was like one of the features, but the 19 doesn't get us close enough here. We still, wait, is this one? Oh, I think it's because of the yeah, we didn't get the golems, did we? Actually, we did. Wait, what am I missing here? I wonder had. Wait, how much am I actually missing right now? I'm missing 100. Hmm. So unless I'm supposed to calculate more gnomes, which I might be, um, something about the imps, which I also don't understand. There was a bunch of these. Is it 15? Okay, so there's a 15. Alright, so 15. Did I buy all the imps? I didn't. I almost did. Alright, so 15. We have imps. It's a shitty unit. Um. Alright, so 15 would have 30. 30. Um. 30 times 4. 120. 120? Let me free. Let's see. Wait, how does that ever go? 120? Okay, so three out of this. Alright, so um I actually sell at a pretty good price range. That would never be worth it to make that out of them. Uh no. That would making demons out of familiars is not worth it. Um so only the gnomes are profitable for the demon summoning. But that means we're still missing quite a bit, because that's 19. I know you mentioned I might have made an error somewhere, but we're missing like 100, close to 100. So 19 would put us at 16,000 and something. No. So it's like, yeah, we're still missing like 100 from somewhere. You said there was a 2 error? It could be that I made some mistake along the way, and that was probably add up. It seems like it's a little bit more than that. You were too close at some point, you just missed something up. So it's not something else. Okay, that means I have to go through all of this nonsense again, which I'm not doing today. What would we then do at this point? Because, okay, let's just say we got the money, because I probably just made some mistake along the way. Uh, you can hide all those demonic rituals. I don't know what that means. Hmm. Did you can restart and start doing resources? Uh, F the resources right now. Uh, but like, what do we do with the money now? Is the question. So we have this money, and how is that going to ever? Well, actually, we have this money, but the question is, did we even need to get the money, or is this just a benchmark for it? Um, because obviously we cannot sell this money here. So I am guessing that the answer was that we weren't supposed to sell it, but instead we needed to keep the units and then started trading for the resource themselves. Mm, use the units you sold for gold. You just learn all the gold features. Um, yeah, but I mean, I think you need to keep the units so you can trade the units, because the units give way better offers on on that than the resources themselves. So we basically need to go back and redo the whole thing again, and then trade for that. Yes, and here is like the two-part starts. Uh, is there some other more gimmick to that, or is that like just it? Like, then we just need to like know exactly what is the most. I think we already kind of figured out that, although I might have oversaved it on it. Like the skeleton, I believe the skeleton was the one that had the best offers on resources on themselves. Although I can't remember if there was any variation to that. Um, like probably the centaur, but I wonder if there's some of the other ones that's also doing that. Um, But yeah, the skeleton seem to consistently have really good offers. But there is a problem with probably knowing which one do what. It may be that it rounds up and down in odd ways between the different tiers. Um, I mean, I'm certain that there's some variation. Like the skeletons, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. Like on the tier 1, the skeletons, centaurs, and everything else is probably the thing. But that leaves me to think that, like, we gather all of these, and then what? Like, we get up to that. Like, we need some gold. How are we even going to know how to do that? Because if we need to have enough gold to buy additional units, then that is also going to. Unless we just don't. Unless, of course, we're not supposed to buy all of the units, which doesn't make any sense in my brain. Unless, of course, this right here is only supposed to teach you how much gold like you can get, and you don't actually need to get that. Because I need to sell some of these skeletons in order to actually buy the other tier units in order to get more profit. Yeah, it's just there to teach. But that means it still doesn't. Ugh. Yeah, so the skeletons are obviously not the solutions, because if it were, then I would have already solved the map. Uh, so we're gonna need to figure out which units are going to be like the most cost effective in terms of like getting most out of it. So we need to upgrade and to save the gold, and then figure out. Ugh. Okay. You realize I could go through so many combinations of that, and then in the end we'll just be like, "Oh yeah, you're missing 4 wood because you didn't sell it in the right order." That sounds so fun. Is there any other gimmicks to it, or is it just a question of figuring out like where you get the most resources? It is interesting to know that you could potentially get more money out of demon summoning. I need to consider like what could that be a practicality. Trying to get more resources out of these lower tier units is interesting, although it's barely any money. If I were to apply that in practice, then the stream would just consist of me sitting for an hour splitting up units. Then again, the hill fort would be so inconvenient as well, because you would have to get there. Like, how would I ever apply that in practice? Can't I think? There's got to be some combinations of units getting upgraded that could be turned into resources that could be then, well, turning units into resources in order to get gold is not that never works. That is always going to have a market favor. But there could be having a lot of towns versus that. There could be a favor in knowing that certain units, upgraded or otherwise, would be able to turn out a lot more resources than you would be able to do otherwise. Although I feel like I don't need a very convoluted way of figuring that out. That would just be a question of like how you can do that. Do I need a table to help you to trade? Sure. But yeah, I don't think there's any other more gimmicks to it. It's just a question of like figuring out like where do we get the most profits out of it. Alright, I'm done. I don't know if we'll return to this map again to do it for real. Unless I get really bored, I think I'm probably done. Um, because that's kind of the basis of it now. Did learn a little bit on that. The demon summoning, would that ever really be good? Like transferring dwarfs? There could be other units that have like a very high amount of health versus where the selling is. Then again, I don't think I would ever do demon summoning just to make gold. There could be some units. I actually don't know if does elixir of life work on demon spell summoning? Like you increase their health to get more out of them? Or does it base it on the original thing? Um but yeah, I mean that's basically the solution to it. Well, that's interesting. It's an interesting map. I hate it. I don't think it's fun, but it's interesting to be able to explore game mechanics like that. I don't know how you could actually make something interesting out of it. I don't know how it practically would have an influence on how I would play. Probably little to none. There would have to be extreme circumstances where I would ever even think about that. But the demon summoning is kind of interesting. Um, if you just had that excess amount of units and you wanted to make money, so you turned them into demons, I would need to think about that, but I feel like it's still really, really gimmicky. Mm. Elixir Life only makes a word because it counts demons, but not the original units. Um. Oh yeah, it would probably get more health as well, so that doesn't actually work on it. Yeah, I never do demon farming, so rip that. Alright, this I'm tired. This is it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.